Hello everyone, my name's Denise and I'm so glad that you tuned in. We're going to do something really fun today. It's fall time and everybody loves pumpkin spice, and so I'm going to make some pumpkin spice bread. It's easy breezy to make, and everything I make is easy. I don't do anything difficult, and I'm from a long line of good cooks. My mother was a wonderful cook, my grandmother. And anyway, we're going to do this today, and it's a moist, good bread, and it's super easy to put together. So what I've got here in the bowl is 3 cups of sugar. I've got 3.5 cups of self-rising flour, and like we talked about earlier when we were making biscuits this morning, self-rising flour already has the baking soda and the baking powder, so you don't have to add that. In the South, we use a lot of self-rising flour. It gives you a nice rise on your cakes and breads, and that's just what my mother always used. My grandmother used it, and it works great. So what I've got in here is 3 cups of sugar. I'm going to add to that 4 eggs. And like we talked about earlier, I like the organic eggs. I have found that they taste better. They taste fresher. They taste more like farm fresh eggs. And they're a little more expensive, about $1 more, but to me it's worth it because they taste better. And we're going to add to that a cup of oil, vegetable oil. And I'm just going to mix this up. And I was going to talk about this pumpkin. Pumpkin is one of the healthiest things you can eat. It's loaded with beta carotene. It's got fiber. It has no fat. It's just a great thing to eat. And around fall, of course, everybody loves pumpkin spice, everything around the fall time. It's so nice. The weather's getting cooler, and there are festivals to go to, and pumpkins being carved, and pumpkin patches, and all that fun stuff in the fall. And the leaves are turning so pretty in the fall. And anyway, if you don't like pumpkin, you could do banana bread, and you could mash up 4 ripe bananas, and that would work fine. That would work just fine. Okay, we've got our sugar, eggs, and oil mixed up, and I'm going to use this whole can of pumpkin. So this recipe is not totally bad because you've got this great pumpkin that's full of the beta carotene, the fiber, all the good stuff, and it tastes good. We all love it. We love pumpkin pie, pumpkin bread, all the good stuff like that. And this is so easy to make. It's not hard. It's easy. Like I said, everything I cook is easy. People always compliment my cooking, but I don't do anything difficult. It's all easy stuff. And also I've had a lot of practice too. But, okay, we got the pumpkin in there with the sugar, the eggs, and the oil. And like we said, the self-rising flour already has the baking powder, baking soda. We don't need to add that. We're going to add 3.5 cups of the flour. Okay. Just get that incorporated. And I really, when I'm making a cake, or making this is sort of like a cake, it's bread, but when I make anything like this, I do not use a beater because I have found it makes the bread or cake tougher. You get a more tender cake or bread if you don't use a beater. And so I just mix it, you know, until it's all incorporated. You could make cupcakes if you have little kids. And that would be a good thing to do because the good old pumpkin's in there. It's healthy. And it's got 4 eggs. That's protein. So it's not totally a bad thing. Another thing we're going to put in that's really good is cinnamon and nutmeg. And you can go to the dollar store. You can go to Dollar General store, any inexpensive place, and get the pumpkin pie spice. It costs about 99 cents. And this already has in it, it has cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, allspice. It has all that good stuff in there. So I'm going to add, cinnamon's really good for you. It's good for your blood sugar. And I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of that to get it real good and spicy. All that good stuff in there. Okay, and this is very inexpensive. I love buying all kinds of spices. Another thing that's going to make this really good is good, real vanilla. Vanilla makes everything better. And I love it. And the more the better. Just makes everything taste better. I'm going to put at least a couple of teaspoons in here. Make this spread good. And that's it. See, that was not difficult at all. And we're going to just get the spice and the vanilla mixed in there. And I hope you guys are having a great day. I like to bake, and a lot of times when I make pumpkin bread, banana bread, cakes, whatever I'm making, I like to share it with other people. It makes me happy to do that. And people, they say they like my cooking, so I thought, well, I'll just share with others what I do, because it's not hard, not difficult at all. Okay, that's it. It's got a few little lumps of flour in there. Don't worry about that. Don't stress over it at all. You know, if you want to, you can use a beater, but I think it tastes better not. It makes it more tender and more, it's just better to me. Okay, I've got 2 loaf pans here that I have greased with Pam, or cooking spray. And I'm gonna pour this in here. Pour them about that much, about half full, because they're gonna rise and be pretty in the oven. I'm gonna get that all in there. All that good pumpkin and spices, and vanilla. Now, ovens are all different. You can put these in the oven for an hour, or maybe less if you have a hot oven at 350. Just after about 45 or 50 minutes, just kind of check on it. You want it, when you put a toothpick in, it comes out clean in the center. I'm going to put these in the oven, and we'll see you guys in just a little bit. Our pumpkin bread is ready, so I'm going to get it out of the oven. And that's how it turned out. It's really, really easy to make. And if you want to, you could lessen the amount of sugar used in it to make it a little healthier. But those are our pumpkin loaves. This is our finished product of our pumpkin bread, and if you wanted to make it a little healthier, you could use less sugar. I think it'd still be great with all that good spicy in there and the vanilla. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. You guys have a great day.